And we are live. It is 12:30. Happy Saturday. Today is July the 15th. I'm popping in to do a quick watermelon painting. This one, if you go to thepaintedpose.com/download, you can download a tracer to enjoy painting this. Okay. This is for personal use. This is not for resale. All right. So I'm getting my notification that I'm actually live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hello, the Painted Pose Facebook. And hello to LinkedIn. Come on and join me. I am going to paint, actually, this is just adorable. This is just adorable, guys. This is a little 6-inch slice of wooden cuteness. I think what I want to do is trace this on a small canvas, but I don't know. I just might paint the back. It looks like a little sugar cookie. So this is what we're working on today. You can download any of the downloads that I have there for you. But if you just have colored pencils or crayons or just even a little half sharpened number 2 pencil, sketch along with me or write along with me. Hopefully, you know, you've got some things that maybe you need to do that you might need to, what do you call, have an ideation session, get your ideas out. And sometimes when you're watching a cooking show or watching an art show, you might be able to, while somebody else is creating, you can get your ideas down on paper for some things that you want to do. So without further ado, I'm going to share this live out. Let me place that down on the canvas. And yeah, get your stuff and join me. Let me add that to the stream. There we go. Let's see if we can make that a little bit bigger. There we go. So yeah, let me make sure these are over here so that you can see them. Yeah. All right. So I already have my water. I already have my, what do I have? This is kind of like what I like to use at home. The different size brushes, but really you can do a lot just with one brush. And normally they put this, let me make sure I'm in front of the camera. They put a round in there. Usually it's like a number 8, number 12, something like that. But it's a nice universal brush, but you'd be surprised. I'm surprised that they did not put, what size is this? This is a number 8. I'm going to say filbert, but filbert is just kind of like a broken in flat where it's a little bit rounded on the corners. But yeah, a nice flat brush, you can get the straight edges and you can get a little bit of detail, but it covers a large area as well. So try out a few different brushes from your local favorite art store, or sometimes your grocery store may have an art section. Okay, so I'm going to set that there. I'm going to share out the broadcast and we're going to get started. Now, I like to talk, but I'm going to throw this paint around like a boss too. So thank you. I wish I could play some wonderful music, but sometimes, what can I say? Sometimes it just, I don't even have the words. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't work well on the different platforms. Okay. So on Facebook, I am live. Let me share to my personal page story, and then let me share to my personal page, and then let me pop in as the Paint Party Online Pop-Up Shop. I call it the Paint Pops for short. So I'm going to get in there and share that out. Like I say, I already know it's on LinkedIn, already know it's on YouTube, but I have to get in here to share it manually to the Facebook platform. All right, so we are just about there. Let me share it to the Paint Pops. Share now to that page. Share now to the Paint Pop story. Oh me, oh my. And I need to share inside of my Facebook group. And if you're not part of the group, it doesn't cost you anything to join my Facebook group, but I will be having some more information about how you can become a Canvas Club member. There we are, paint party. Oh yeah, because I don't want to join the wrong one. I don't want them to kick me out. All right, so we are now doing this. I wish there was a way that I could do it before I go live, but the way this works is you have to go live, then there's a post there that you can actually share. So that's all shared up. Everybody, can catch the replay. And I should have greeted my replay viewers a long time ago. Replay viewers, thank you so much for joining. This is Bernaid Flournoy, the art teacher by day, portrait painter by night, and weekends paint party instructor. I've got an event today. I love to make art kits and I love to show up in person. Me, pop this over here again so I can show both canvases. I saw something like this on Pinterest. I don't know what it was on, but then it's like, you know what? Let me just get in here. The little watermelon seeds and then the little rind was just something cute, a decorative way to do it. And then, of course, you're inspired by just a nice, juicy slice of watermelon. Boy, these ring lights are ringing today, aren't they? All over these glasses. Let me hold my head down like this. Okay. And we're sponsored by ye old laundry room back there, but we're here. Okay. So we're still got some more things to do. So when you join me, it'll look more legit down the road. Okay. Coming up with a few ideas, and let me just low-key tell the whole truth. Also, the funding. I said as I work, I'm going to pour things back into the studio, and I've gotten some other things that I think make my paint parties kind of fun. I'm trying to see how we're going to do this. Last week, I had you kind of right here, but you really couldn't see. And I'm concerned about all the bright lights that this is red. This is red right here, but you still can't see. I don't know, but we're going to do the other camera as the main one, of course. All right, so let me add this one back to the stream. Let me flip. All right, so now that we're flipped, we are going to, I don't know. Picture in picture. Nope, 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 nope. This one will be better so that you can see everything going on over here. I started to paint a heart. Started to do watermelon inside of a heart. But I just said we're just going to keep this simple. All right, so you know what? Here's my watermelon microphone right over there. Let me plug it in. Okay, I'm sitting down over here. I don't know what you'll be able to see other than that I am actually here in my studio working. Let me see if I can slide you over without knocking things over. All right, I think you are close in here with me. I wonder if hiding that light actually helps. Well, anyway, here we go. We are going to, all right, let me snag one of my pencils here. So many things to paint. And I've got, well, in rearranging things, we also have moved my little art box that would normally be right next to me. So I think we're cool right here. I just want to make sure that as I'm painting, you guys can see. I've got my little list: unicorn, apples, pumpkin, candlestick castle. There's so many things that I want to paint. Let's see if we are good here. I think we are. Sorry about making you dizzy. Okay, so let's make sure that is okay. Now, we are ready to rock and roll. So we know we're going to have to edit this video on up out of here. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm just going to trace this real fast. Really, I just actually would like to paint the back side of this, as my mom would say, but we're going to leave that there. We're going to do some little stuff. We're going to act like it's, sitting outside. And now I'm trying to decide if I want to do a daytime scene or a nighttime scene. Let's see if I can maybe gather you a little bit closer. Okay, let's see about this whole lighting situation, y'all. I'm trying not to mess stuff up. Trying not to knock the lights over. But here we are. You know what? We just gonna have to. There we go. All right. I think you are going to be better off right here. Okay. Okay, so I may stand up to do this. I have my brushes in the water. I'm just going to dab them in the bottom just to make sure they're good and moist. And I swipe them off and I just dab them on the paper towel until they're just damp, not dripping and not dry. I feel that this is best to work with the craft acrylic paints because it just helps the paint slide off. I want a pink watermelon so bad. I don't know why. Why? Is it because of Barbie? I may do a pink watermelon, but I won't. I'll behave. So I'm just going to pop these open real fast. Okay. I kind of squeeze, pull that lever down, and lift the other one up. Okay. Hopefully we won't need a lot of yellow. But I've got my backup paint just off camera. Okay. Note to self, have paint open, ready to work in the future. That saves a couple minutes. So let me brush off the little dusty, crusty paint. As you know, I just kind of like to wet my surface just a little bit. I'm going to do the back. Oh, let's get that off of there. I'm going to do the background just a little bit. You don't want to drench it, but then maybe you do. Depends on if you're doing some wet on wet. Okay, so I've got some good moisture going there. And you know how I like you to paint the sides, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm putting down a little bit of white in my little water puddles here. Okay, and I'm going to throw down a little bit of green here. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of yellow. Okay, so I'm hoping that's coming across the camera decently. It's super bright over there, isn't it? Let's see if we can pull this over, make this a little bit better. A little bit. Is that better that way, y'all? I hope so. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to blend this out just a little bit. And this is either Craft Smart or Plaid's Apple Barrel Bright Yellow. I like the bright yellow, even though some of the places carry the canary yellow. And I'm just dotting this blue around there just to make a little bit of a green. Okay. To just kind of make it seem like picnic grass type of situation. So it's a nice fresh feeling. Now we're probably going to need some more. Let me dismiss that. Oh, probably going to need some more yellow because that blue is very strong. But while I have this here just like this, I'm just kind of blending what I have and then I'm going to add some more. As a matter of fact, while I have this right here, I'm just going to blend this over here while I have it. Okay, so I'm going to come back with some more in a moment. So we're mimicking this. Okay. All right, so let me go on up. Ooh. All right. And we're just going right to the edge. Okay, we can add a little bit of black later. All right, so we have our little rind kind of mimicked right there. So now we're going to go in here and get some more yellow. Note to self, make sure you have plenty of yellow when you are painting grass. Okay, so here we go. We're just kind of, like I say, mimicking. Let me reach for some more yellow, guys. Okay, I've got plenty of it. So let me shake, because after it sits for a while, it likes to separate out, kind of like Italian dressing. Okay, so there we go. We're filling up our yellow over there, and I'm just going to add a couple little dots right to the painting. Now that's kind of fun and funky there. I'm going to get just a smidge more of the blue. I'm just going to go in here, and I'm trying to make myself a nice green. I'm trying to get right to the edge. Okay, so here we are. Now I could add some more blue and whatnot. Like I said, I don't mind getting right on over here to the edge. I am just going to pull up. Excuse me. Let me get just a smidge of water on the corner of this brush to stretch this paint out. Okay, because this is canvas, the actual fabric, I'm just going to mix this down here. I'm going to get a smidge of black. I'm going to mix this down over in here. I'm going to go back and get just a little dab of yellow, a bit more blue to make it a little bit darker. Let me get a little bit more yellow. All right, so this is like a darker green right here. Okay, so this is sitting right up underneath here. Now, should this watermelon just be floating? I don't know. Now, I'm so sorry because I know I am going to hit this edge. I'm going to just kind of wet my brush and pull it on up through here. Too bad I don't have my watermelon already painted. So I'm just going to go right on over here, add just a little bit of some lines to kind of mimic grass, right? We don't have to paint the whole thing. So here we go. I'm going to go get a little bit of yellow, kind of act like some of the sun is hitting that. All right, so here we go. So everything doesn't just have to be that and I need to look at the camera to see what it is that you guys are seeing. So just adding a little bit of dark kind of helps give the feeling that the sun is bright. All right, so let me just kind of clean that out right now because I don't know if I need it again right now. And what I'm going to do, let's see, let's just go ahead and make sure this is really good. I don't know what we have going on over here, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean this out if I need to. It's easy to make with a little bit of black, a little bit of, what you call it, yellow, and a little bit of blue. Okay. I don't know if you're working along with me. I hope so. And if so, what did you decide to create? All right, so now this is kind of dried up a little bit up here. So I'm just hydrating it a little bit more. I'm going back in with just a little bit of white on one of the corners of my brush. Just going on up here. And then the redness of the watermelon is going to be the last thing that I paint. So let's see. Reaching over the phone. Now you want to do this with the larger brush. It doesn't have to be the biggest brush that you have. I'm just going right along this edge just to make sure we've got a little bit of blue sky back there. Okay. Now see, that stuff is fun. Now see, I should not have painted that green up there just yet. And people ask me all the time where to start. It just depends. It depends on what you're comfortable with. And you're going to have a little bit of repainting no matter where you start. That's just the nature of the business. So I'm going right on over here. I'm just really smearing this in. I call it like making peanut butter jelly. You're just kind of spreading it over there. And then, of course, you can even it out. Smooth it back out as needed. All right, so here we go. Now the sky could be solid blue, it could be a dark blue, it could be a nighttime sky, it can be a sunrise, sunset, just depends on what you want to do. I'm going to go in just with a little bit more blue, just because I just want to. Just have a little bit more, okay, near the top here. I feel like Bob Ross a little bit. You know how we just enjoyed watching that whole series, and we thought that we could paint too because he made it look so easy. Bernade, how did you get started in art? It's between my second grade teacher and a little bit of, now I'm from the Chicagoland area, WTTW, okay, channel 11. Baby, you could do anything. Anything was possible. Now I'm coming back up over here just to touch this up. Just a little bit. Bring that blue sky down. Now, my children, they leave a line of blue, and then there's all of this white, and then you got this green. It's like, no. You have to act like if there's nothing else on the planet, that blue sky is going to appear to touch the ground. So you have to make sure, unless you're doing some kind of creative other world, that I'm just going to blend this part in over here, that you make us feel like, I got a little white spot there, that you make us feel like you are creating a little world that you want us to wander around in, that you want us to see. So I've got my little backdrop and everything going. So now it is time to go on in here and paint the little watermelon. All right. So I'm just going to dot just a little bit of yellow up in there, not a lot, because usually that watermelon is a nice warm red. Okay. So here we go. Here comes the fun part. All right, so we're doing that peanut butter jelly stuff, spreading everything out. And I'm going to get just a smidge of white, just to help cover. All right, so I'm throwing a little bit of yellow up in there. The only place that I don't have yellow is the sky. So we've got a little bit of yellow in the grass. And we've got some bold strokes of yellow that hasn't been totally blended in. So that is kind of on purpose because that'll help us tie everything together. Oh, trying not to hit that camera. So here's our nice little juicy piece of watermelon loading. Okay, so we're just sliding this paint closer and closer to that rind. I'm going to get just a little corner of water on the edge. Actually, I got a little bit more, but that's okay. It's enough wet paint on here to use it. So here we go. We're just going to make sure we're filling in the little fabric little pockets here. Okay. So we're getting real close to the edge. And this is where I like the flat brush. Okay. This is maybe about a 1/2 inch flat. You know, just whatever brand your money can afford. Doesn't have to be fancy to get the job done. All right, so there's our little watermelon. And I'm going to go back in here with a little bit of red on my corner just to give us some rich areas. Okay, give us some little rich ridges here. Okay, and then I can come back maybe with a little bit of white. Go back in with a little bit more red. Of course, as the watermelon gets to the edge, it gets a little bit lighter. So we're starting in a little bit. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. All right. Well, sometimes you need to see mistakes happen. I guess you needed to see one today. I don't know why, but I'm going to hurry up and wet that with a little water. And my little paper towel. That'll come right on up. Hopefully that's not too wet over here. Hopefully that paint is dry a little bit. All right, so that's how we clean that up, y'all. But the whole painting wasn't totally dry, so I've lifted up a little bit of that green over there. That might be a good way to add, you know, a little ant, a little worm, maybe a little golf ball or a little, I don't know, butterfly or something down there. So now this story is pretty much done. Now I would go in and pop it with a little bit of little white highlights. And if you want to add some of the seeds, you can do that. But you know, we're in that era of seedless watermelon. So yeah, it is totally up to you. We use this as kind of like our starting point here. So yeah, this is easy, fast, and you can finish it however you want. I am going in here cleaning out this brush. Like I said, I have a wonderful event to attend today, and I know I wanted to go live today because I just enjoy coming in, giving you a few tips. Now here, this is what I did. I had like a wet brush. Now I don't have a lot of white up in here, so I'm just kind of going in, making it a little bit juicy and trying to use this little fine point as like a coloring pencil. Okay. So, I wish I had a reference of a piece of watermelon, but we're just going to go ahead. We're going to make sure we got a little bit here on this ridge. Okay, we're just going to say it's right here along this little ridge right here. All right. So, I don't know what this is. We're just going in. Maybe that's where the seeds were or something. But I just kind of like that little pattern. Oopsie. Did not mean to do that. But nevertheless, I think what I'm going to do, kind of off to the side here, I've got like a little, I'm going in right here with a little bit of straight red. All right, my little timers are going off, letting me know that it's about that time. Matter of fact, I am going to make sure this dark red goes right against my little pencil line, because you still want to create that illusion of magic. But people see how you're doing it. It's nothing magical about it. Okay, we're just throwing this paint over here. So we're going to say this is one of those ridges. Let me get a little bit more of this red. One of those ridges right here. Okay. Let's get a little bit more right here. All right. So we're going to make sure we've got some nice dark red right here. Okay. Right in front and center and off to this side over here. Okay. There we are. All right. So it's shaping up pretty good, guys. I'm going to go right along this edge right here. I don't know, just something down there. Masha said it needed some over there. Okay, so that we're putting it over there. All right. So I may need to go in here and smooth some of this out a little bit. Oh, how fun. This is fun. So I am going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to clean up my brush and just put a little bit of white right on the tip. I'm going to try to pop that out a little bit. Let me get a little bit more right on the tip. Boom. Right here where this bite was, make it succulent. Right there. Let's see if we can drag it along. It's just too much paint on my brush. Let's make it succulent right there and drag it along. Succulent right there where that bite was. Drag it along. Let's see if, oh, can't do that because we actually have a little bit of, let's see if we can bring just a little bit of white down here. Okay. All right. I would probably go in and do a little bit more with the blades of grass, possibly. Boop. We'll pop that over there. Boop. You know, maybe a little bit over there. I don't know what's going on over there, but boom. And then we're going to leave that alone. Okay, so here we are. Here's a nice little statement piece. So let me join you again. Okay. Oh, boy, I have paint on my hands and whatnot. Let's make sure that we've got the light right. I made sure to have it on today. So let's make sure we are using it the right way. Let's remove that. Okay. Here we go. This is a nice little fun, bright watermelon painting. How fun is that? Now, of course, it could be, girl, it could be sitting on a plate with a fork, spoon. Maybe there's a little ant, butterfly, dragonfly, or something in there. But how fun is that? Huh? So I'm going to make sure that at my paint event, I'm going to take that. And I've got some other things that they could trace, you know, the ice cream cones and all of that. Do I have any more of that up here? No, I do not. But it could be canvas. It could be one of the little wooden cubes. And I put some glitter on there. Hey. Yes, I did. Because it just needed it. It's just a nice, simple decoration. So let's turn this way. Can we turn the painting this way? Ah, almost have it, y'all. Almost. There we go. For a little shot. Probably need to just go ahead and do this and be comfortable. Okay. Let's just say that for real, and then we'll cover up our laundry room. How we doing this, Light? What are we doing? Peace to you. Thank you for joining. Have an amazing rest of your day. Do something that makes your heart come alive. Do something else that makes somebody smile. Be amazing. Be great. You know, what they say, dance like nobody's watching. I do. You know, whether they're watching or not, y'all just gonna down in my shana to do this. So I'm gonna do it. All right. Till the next time, beautiful people, be creative in your lane, in your zone, whatever it is. You sing, you bake beautiful things, you cook delicious food, you love to put out beautiful plants. Do something that makes you smile. I am signing off now. Bye bye. Ending broadcast.